Hi guys, welcome back to Sam's Life with a Husky. It is approximately just after 3 o'clock, and I'm sitting on my deck because it is absolutely beautiful outside. It is April 13th. It is a Thursday. It is very windy. I'm sitting in a spot to hopefully help block some of the wind, so we'll see. Guys, it's 80 degrees. 80 degrees outside. It is absolutely beautiful. So, here is the plan. The plan is to make dinner. We're making ham and scalloped potatoes with hopefully all the ham that's left over from Thanksgiving, because that ham was delicious. I have some other ham in there. I might have to throw that in as well, depending on how much is left, because I know people have been eating it because it's delicious. Ham and scalloped potatoes. It makes a lot, which is good, because Saturday night will be leftovers night for my stepdad because it's game night. So yes, that is what we're doing. Then I have to pot up some plants. I don't know how much of this I'm going to do. I am giving myself some margin in my life right now. And if I don't feel like doing something, I'm not going to do it. Granted, yes, these plants need to be up potted. They've needed to be up potted for probably about 2 weeks. And I just don't have the time. Everything keeps getting in the way. There's not enough time in the day right now. Between working, can you guys hear that wind? I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that wind is crazy. Like, you can see, you might be able to see those trees moving. Maybe not. It just died down. Anyways, so yes, I'm giving myself some margin in my life right now because I am way too busy. Like, the only way I've been slowing down lately is legit when my body forces me to, with either a migraine or a headache or not feeling well. Like, when my body forces me to slow down, that's when I slow down. Otherwise, I don't. So, I have to edit a video that is currently in the buffering mode. So, that is doing that. While dinner is cooking, I will pot up the plants by sitting out on this beautiful deck, as long as the wind doesn't blow away all the dirt. So, yeah. I'm going to go inside and make some homemade scalloped potatoes and ham and go from there. You guys are going to come along for the ride, so you'll learn how to make this too. The lighting in here is horrible, so I apologize in advance. The first thing we are going to do to make our homemade ham and scalloped potatoes is peel these potatoes. So I have 1, 2, 3. I have 7 here. It calls for 6 medium potatoes, peeled or unpeeled. We prefer peeled. So some of these are a little small, so I grabbed an extra one. So we're gonna do this. It says about 6 cups worth of peeled and sliced potatoes. So if you know me, you know I like to get everything all set up before I start assembling everything. So anything that needs to be chopped or cut or anything like that, I get done first. So we're gonna do these potatoes. Now, we have to slice the potatoes. And to slice the potatoes, we have a slicer. Now, the round thing on top that's moving back and forth, that is a safety guard. I absolutely hate it, but if you don't use it, you will slice your fingers off. So yeah, I'm going to slice this on 1 because 2 is too thick. So I'm going to slice these up, put them in a bowl. So here it is. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's on 2. So I think I'm gonna do it on 2. I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be on. You can kind of see through it. It's kind of what you want. So I'm gonna do up the rest of these potatoes. And just like that, you have sliced potatoes in like 5 minutes. It's amazing. Do not forget to lock your slicer when you are done. Legit. You will slice a finger off. My mom's done it. I've done it. Always use the guard. You will slice a finger off. Let me get the onion ready. I got my onions cut up. They're all set. It says a small onion, about 1/4 cup, but we always make extra sauce for it, which I will go over shortly. I'm going to cut this ham. We did buy a pre-sliced ham, but apparently it was not sliced all the way through because that is not sliced. And my mom just noticed it this morning. It says when it comes to the ham, it says to slice it in cubes, about a cup and a half. We usually do about 2 cups. That might be 2 cups. I highly doubt it though. And we like it sliced, not cubed. So cube sliced, so thin pieces. I'll show you. You'll see. Okay, so I got like super focused and forgot to show you guys. So I melted some butter in here. I'll link the recipe, don't worry guys. I melted butter in here and now I poured in the onions. The onions have to cook for approximately 2 minutes or until they are tender. And then I'm going to add flour, salt, and pepper and get that all nice and bubbly. And then we'll add the milk and I will show you guys that whole process. So I got to get the milk ready real quick because they're gonna get nice and soft and tender super quick. Next steps, here we go. All right guys, I added the flour. It got to a smooth and bubbly consistency. This is a very fast process, so I could not record it because I only have 2 hands. So dumping and stirring at the same time is very difficult. Now I have to heat this milk until it comes to a boil and let it boil for 1 minute, and then it can be poured over the potatoes. So I'm going to have my stepdad come in here and put the potatoes and everything into my pan that I have ready. My pan is right here. This is a 9x13 pan. It's basically like a casserole pan. This is Rachel Ray. I love my Rachel Ray pan. But we're gonna put the potatoes and the ham all in there. It is already greased, so we don't have to worry about that. And as soon as this is done, I will pour it in there on top of the potatoes and the ham. So yeah, I'm multitasking. I'm still stirring. You're on a tripod, so this is very difficult, guys. I'm like being superwoman right here. There it is, guys. So I got the milk to a boil, dumped it all in there, kind of shook it around, pressed everything down a bit, and then I topped it with little pieces of butter, as you can see. I'm going to cover this and put it in the oven for 30 minutes at 350. Then I'm going to uncover it, and it has another hour to an hour and 10 minutes. So we're not gonna have dinner until probably about 6:15, which I'm not happy about, but that's okay. Well guys, you're on a tripod again. It's time. I just took the foil off of the ham and scalloped potatoes, praying that comes out right. I'm tired. I have an idea for a video tomorrow. I gotta think on it though. Anyways, that's another video. So I have my starts out here. I also have that bucket right there has dirt in it. It used to have carrots in it that completely failed. They didn't even grow. But it was actually a little hydrophobic. So I put some water on it, but I might need that soil. So I'm going to mix it up here in a second, and I'm going to see if any of that water soaked up into the soil. And if it did, I'm going to water a little bit more because I might need that soil to separate these. I have, holy cow, the ants are out. I have tomatoes here, and I have peppers that need to be separated. Again, you're gonna see how big these things are. I have you on the lower portion of my deck, and you're on the front of my phone, not the back of my phone. I'm gonna flip this around, and I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse while I do this because I don't have a lot of time, and I think this video is getting long. Maybe. Who knows? If it's too long, I'll separate the cooking portion and put this in a separate portion, you know, like I did with the busy day off video. You know, I have to edit part 2 of that tonight. So, all the things all the time. I'm going to do this super quick while the food's in the oven, like I originally planned. It is beautiful outside. It is really, really windy though, which makes me a little upset because that might mean that Ghost and I don't go for a walk. We have not gone for our walk yet because of the fact that, like I said yesterday, 75 degrees is about his limit, and it's 80 right now. And in the sun, it's even warmer. The pavement's hot. Like, it's just better to wait until after dinner. And because it's staying light later, I can actually do that. But if it stays windy like this, you guys aren't hearing it because we're in a little squared off section of the deck, so it blocks a lot of the wind, but it is very windy. So I am going to go ahead and get this done. Enjoy the music. Guys, I did it. Okay, so on top of repotting a whole bunch of stuff, I also had to rearrange things. I have some tomatoes that are doing freaking awesome over there. They were a little dry. They'll perk up by tomorrow. I have watered everything. I've consolidated anything that hasn't come up. I have removed anything that I'm giving a second chance is a little further away. I learned my lesson. I'm no longer planting cantaloupes as early as I did, but you know, stepdad insisted. I know it's really loud. These are all tomatoes, plus those tomatoes. There's this whole tray is peppers. That whole tray is peppers. I have some herbs and some flowers over here. Yeah. If the transplants don't survive, they don't survive. I am no longer putting more than one pepper seed into a pot. Yeah, because that was ridiculous. Tomatoes, my germination rate wasn't as good with tomatoes this year. I should actually have twice as many if it was 100% germination. So yeah, we're gonna see how everything goes. Some of these I might have overwatered, so I'm gonna come down here in about an hour and dump the trays if there's any water left. Something that should have been done 2 weeks ago is now done, and it took me over an hour. All right, on to the next thing. Dinner is finished. A little crispy, but that's okay. Crispy isn't a bad thing. So we're gonna eat. Well, you can probably guess. Editing Sam here. And I forgot to end the video. So after we ate, it was late. It was almost 7 o'clock. I needed to shower, and I couldn't take Ghost for a walk. Like, there was no time left. So that was basically the end of the night. I didn't even get to edit a video. Like, so if you noticed, there was no video on Friday. That's why. I should not have cooked that dinner last night, but I forgot how long it takes to cook when I started it. Now you're probably saying, oh, well, you could have edited the video and then done the plant things, and then I would have ran out of time with the plants. And the plants desperately needed to be done. So it was crazy. Last week was a crazy week. I have very little margin in my life right now. Things are crazy. Life is crazy, and it's getting to be busy season outside. So anyways, if you've watched this far, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you in that next video. Bye, guys.